So today's topic is on depression. I decided to do this because I got into a fight with my best friend, and I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm just a wreck right now. Anyways, depression is pretty much a chemical imbalance in your brain where you physically can't be happy. There's different levels of depression. There's clinical depression, there's severe depression, there's manic depression, there's chronic depression. I have manic depression, so I can be happy one week, like happy, I can hang out with friends and smile and laugh, and then the next week I cannot get out of bed, or I just don't find a point in living anymore, and definitely think I'm in that week where I don't want to get out of bed and that. I hate it when people say to people who have depression, just smile, just don't be depressed, be happy, have a wonderful life. Honestly, if I could not be depressed, I would choose that any day over what I am right now, because it sucks being depressed. And if I could be happy, I would, but I can't, because I physically, my chemicals in my brain don't let me. So yeah, next person who tells someone with depression, just smile, it's not that big a deal, blah blah blah, you have nothing to be upset about, your life is awesome. I honestly want to punch the next person who says that, because it's not that easy. It's not. And I don't have medication for it because you can't really treat manic depression because it's a constant fine and then you drop, but then you go back up. So they can't treat it because when you're up here, you shouldn't be taking happy medications. But when you're down here, you should. But then what happens when you get up here? Your body is not going to be able to deal with the medication and that. So I really don't wish depression on anyone. I don't wish any kind of depression on anyone. Being upset is completely different. Being upset over a breakup doesn't mean you're depressed. Being upset over a breakup means you're upset. Okay? Eating ice cream, watching sad movies, crying at night, that's just being upset. That's not depression. Depression, I don't cry when I'm depressed, actually. I don't really feel anything. I kind of just sit there and I'm just like, I'm depressed. What do I do now? And normally I don't do anything. Sometimes I cry, but I don't always cry. So being upset over a breakup, eating ice cream and crying at night is not depression. Okay, things can trigger depression. Someone dying, someone you knew close or that died. You can move away and have depression, like move away from your friends. You can go from like Ottawa to like Vancouver or something. You'd be depressed, but stuff like that, you can most of the time you can get over. Whereas when you have manic depression or chronic depression or clinical depression, you can't really get over it. Like, you can, but it takes a really, really long time, and it's really, really hard. I've had my depression for over 4 years now. I've gotten better at it. I've been able to channel it a little better, but it's not easy at all. It's not. It's definitely one of my biggest struggles I have in my life right now. You can definitely tell the difference between when you're upset and when you're depressed. Because when you're depressed, you just know. When you're upset, you're like, oh, maybe I'm depressed, maybe I'm upset, maybe I'm just sad, maybe I'm just having one of those days. That's when you're upset. So when you're sad, that's when you're having one of those days. You're not depressed then. When you're depressed, you know it. You can sit there and be like, I'm depressed, and be like so sure of it. Being depressed, you know, because you don't have the energy to do anything. You can't get up. You can barely sit up. You don't really eat that much. Some people eat too much. You have no energy to even text. You could be in a relationship and have depression and won't have the energy to text anyone back. And you can't really, when someone asks you, like, why are you so upset? You can't explain it. It's just there. You're just upset. Sometimes I don't have a reason for being upset at all. I'm depressed. I am. It's just how I am. I don't know if this is for everyone. I'm purely stating my opinion. I'll leave you guys off with a question. No one seems to be answering any of my questions at the end of my videos, but feel free to answer them whenever. I want you guys to comment, have you ever been depressed? Do any of you have a clinical depression? Manic, chronic, clinical? Are any of you treated with happy pills? Or are you not sure of it? I want you to comment, see, do you have something or are you not sure of it? Because maybe you can diagnose yourself from the comments of other people. I'll see you guys. Oh, I won't see you guys for about 2 weeks because I won't be here. I will be out and about. So, I'll see you guys later.